Hello everyone, welcome to Jagran Public School. In this class 10th physics online session, we will start our topic refractive index. This is the topic of refraction in the light chapter. So let's start the topic refractive index of the chapter light. This is the part 8 of your light chapter. So first of all, what do you mean by refractive index? Refractive index is the measure of the bending of ray of light when passing from one medium to another. So the term refractive index is the measurement of the refraction of light. Means it is a physical quantity which gives us how much light is bending in a one medium when it passes from one medium to another medium. When there is a refraction, how much quantity of light is bending in that medium. So refractive index is also equal to the velocity of light, that is c, of a given wavelength in an empty space divided by its velocity v in a substance. Means refractive index, that is n, is equals to c upon v. C is the speed of light in vacuum and v is the velocity of light or speed of light of a medium. So n is equals to c upon v, means refractive index is equals to c upon v. In this way also we can calculate the refractive index. Now this is a system, that is one system is vacuum and another system is any medium. This is vacuum and another medium is a little denser than the vacuum. So when the light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. So light will not go straight, it will not travel straight like that. It bends from the point of incidence. At this point it will bend and it will bend towards the normal. Means as soon as the light passes from one medium to another, it bends. So if I is this I is the angle of incidence of a ray of light in a vacuum. That is angle, what is I? The angle between the incident ray and the normal. And R is the angle of refraction. It is an angle between refracted ray and the normal. The refractive index N is defined as, the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction. This is another formula of this refractive index. So the refractive index N is equals to C upon V as we did before. And this is the refractive index of N is equals to sin I upon sin R. This is another formula of refractive index. So what is sin I? Sin I is the sine of angle I which the incident ray make with the normal, and the R is the angle of refraction which the refracted ray make with the normal. The ratio of sin I upon sin R is equals to the refractive index. So first one, N is equals to C upon V, and the second is N is equals to sin I upon sin R. Refractive index is the measure of the bending of ray of light when passing from one medium to another. Refractive index also equals to the C upon V, and next is N is equals to sin I upon sin R. Now, what is this N is equals to C upon V? Equals to the velocity of light c divided by the wavelength, where N is the refractive index of the medium, C is the velocity of light in a vacuum, and V is the speed of light in a medium. In this way, N is the refractive index of the medium. Means when the light passes from vacuum to the medium, the light bent. And how much light bent? We will calculate with the n is equals to c upon v. C is the refractive index of c is the velocity of light, speed of light in a vacuum, and v is the speed of light in a medium. So these are the two formulas of refractive index. Now, there are two forms of refractive index. One is absolute refractive index. The absolute refractive index is defined as the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum and in the given medium. Means this n is equals to c upon v, that we are studying. This is the again and again, this is the third time that n is equals to c upon v. This is the formula of absolute refractive index, where c is the speed of light in a vacuum, v is the speed of light in a medium. This form of refractive index is known as absolute refractive index. Okay, so the absolute refractive index should never be less than 1. It should not be less than 1, because the value of C is always 3 into 10 to the power 8. And the value of speed in a medium will always less than the velocity of light in a air or in a vacuum. Means the numerator is always greater than the denominator. The value of C is always more than the value of V. That's why the absolute refractive index should never be less than 1. It should always be greater than 1. So n is equals to C upon V is called absolute refractive index. The value of C upon V never, it should not be less than 1. Why it is so? Because the value of C is 3 into 10 to the power 8, that the speed of light in a vacuum or in air. And if the light travels in any other medium, but obvious its speed decreases because the density of that medium. So C is always greater than the any medium, any velocity in a medium, C is always greater. That's why its value is always less than, it should not be less than 1. Next is relative refractive index. So relative refractive index, when light travels from one medium to another medium, if there would not be a vacuum, if light is traveling from one medium to another, for example, light is traveling from glass to water, or you can say light is traveling from water to kerosene, then in that case, the refractive index is called relative refractive index. There is a relation between the two medium. But if one medium is vacuum, then in that case, it become an absolute refractive index. Light always travel from one medium to another medium. If the light is traveling from vacuum to any other medium, then it is absolute. And if light is traveling from one medium, not necessarily it should be a vacuum, any one medium to another medium, then the refractive index is known as relative reflective index. So this is the difference between absolute and relative. In case of relative refractive index, one medium should not be vacuum. It can be anything. It can be water, glass, kerosene, benzene, anything, alcohol, and another medium would be anything. So if one medium, if there is a two medium, then it is called relative. And if one medium is vacuum, then the name is changed. That is called absolute. Now, relation of refractive index with the speed of light. How we will calculate the refractive index with the speed of light. Now, the light travel with different speed in different media, because different medium have different density, and the speed of light changes as the light travel from an optical rarer medium to the optical denser medium. That's why the speed of light is different in different medium. It travels fastest in air and the slowest in the denser medium. So fastest in air and the slowest in the denser is a diamond. So the dense slowest, the light speed becomes slowest in the diamond. If we have two medium like air and glass, one is air, another is glass. So the reflective index of one medium with respect to another medium will be, how you will calculate refractive index of one medium with respect to another medium. This is the formula. Let's check. Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. So we will write the symbol N21. N21 shows that refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1. This is the symbol how we will write refractive index. So this is speed of light in medium 1 with respect to always comes in the numerator, and the speed of light in medium 2. This we can also write like this: N, this is N, below here 2, and upper side is 1. This is again the symbol of refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1. This is another form how you can write N21. So whatever is in the upper side, the speed of light in medium 1, and whatever is written down, that is the speed of light in medium 2. So this is the symbol how we will write refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1. So 1 can be air and 2 can be glass, like this. If we are having two medium, air and glass, this is the question. So one medium is air and second medium is glass. So this is the refractive index of glass with respect to air. Here it is A and here it is G in place of this. Now again I am going to just share it. So N21 can be written as like, you can write like, this is N, below here it is 2, and upper it is 1. So this is the same as, this is the same N21. And how you will read out, this is the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1. That is the speed of light in 1 upon speed of light in 2. Opposite is also true. Means if the light travel from glass to air, first one is air to glass, this is air and this is glass. Now the refractive index of a medium when the light is traveling from glass to air, that is from medium second to 1, then also the speed of light that is at the above is speed of light in medium 2 upon the speed of light in medium 1. This is again the way of writing the refractive index. N, 1 is in the denominator, 2 is in upper. 2, that how you will read out refractive index of air, refractive index of air with respect to glass, and this you will read out refractive index of glass with respect to air. So this is the refractive index of two medium. Now, what is the law of refraction? So when you study the refractive index, the law of refractions are, first is the incident ray, this one. The incident ray, the refracted ray, the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. This is the first law. That is the incident ray, the refracted ray, normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. This is the first part of the law of refraction. And what is the second one? Second one is, that is the ratio of the sine of angle of incidence, that is sine I. Okay, ratio of the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. Sine of angle of incidence means this is sine I and sine R is constant for the light of a given color and for the given pair of media. Given pair of media is means air, any two medium is given, air and glass. Then in this case, sine I upon sine R is always constant. This law is also known as Snell's law. So Snell's law of refraction is the second part of law of refraction. Means first part is incident ray, normal, refracted ray at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. And the second point is the ratio of sine I to the sine R is constant. Constant means n. N is refractive index. This is also known as Snell's law. So Snell's law is nothing but Snell's law is the law of refraction. This is Snell's law. If somebody asks only what is Snell's law? So Snell's law can be defined as the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. This is the first. But the Snell's law is the angle of refraction is related to the angle of incidence as. In this diagram, angle of incidence is, you can say angle in place of angle I, it is theta1 that you will learn in your maths and trigonometry, and angle R is theta2. So sine of theta2 upon sine of theta1 is equals to velocity of glass upon velocity of air, where v1 is the speed of light in the first medium, v2 is the speed of light in the second medium. Okay, since that you learn that n is equals to refractive index is equals to, that is c upon v. So v is equals to c upon n1, v2 is equals to c upon n2. So if we substitute the value, sine theta 2 that is sine r upon sine theta 1 that is sine I is equals to v2 upon v1, which is equals to n1 upon n2. This is the refractive index of medium 1 upon refractive index of medium 2. If we will cross multiply, we get this. This is the Snell's law or second law. So we can write this form, this equation like that. It is the product of refractive index of medium 2 with the sine of refraction, which is equals to refractive index of medium 1 with sine of incidence. In this way you can also write, or the angle of refraction is related to the angle of incidence, that is sine theta 1, sine theta 2 is always constant. If you just upside down this equation, then sine theta 1 upon sine theta 2 is equals to v1 upon v2. We can also do write like this. Just reverse this equation. So sine theta 1 that is sine I. This theta 1 is nothing but this is I, and sine theta 2 is nothing, only r. So in place of theta 1, if you write like sine r upon sine I or sine I upon sine r is equals to v1 upon v2. That is the ratio of the velocity of light in that medium. So this is the Snell's law. So Snell's law states that sine of incidence upon sine of refraction is equals to constant. And what is that constant? That constant is the refractive index, ratio of the refractive index of the two medium. So this is the Snell's law. Now move to the second part. There are some numericals that we already done in classes, in our online classes, but just go again with these different type of numerical. It is given that refractive index of glass is 1.5. The speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power 8. And find the velocity of light in that medium. So sometimes refractive index can be written like this type of symbol, that is nu. That is C upon V, velocity of light in a vacuum upon velocity of light in a medium. That is the formula of refractive index. Refractive index of glass is given, that is value of mu or n is given. So V is equals to, from this formula we can do like V is equals to C upon nu, 3 into 10 to the power 8 upon 1.5. And the answer is 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is the velocity of light in a medium. Similarly, speed of light in glass means any medium is this. Find the refractive index of glass. So this is the find the refractive index of glass with respect to WRT, with respect to air. This is refractive index of glass with respect to air. We are getting the air. So that is again C upon V. That is the speed of light in vacuum or air. C is for both the things. C is referred to speed of light in vacuum or speed of light in air upon V. That is, we know that the speed of light in air is 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by, that is given 2 into 10 to the power 8. Answer is 1.5. So these are some numerical. Just go through these questions for better understanding of this topic. Again, find the refractive index of a medium such that the speed of light in that medium is 2.2 into 10 to the power 8. The formation of question has been changed. And the fourth question is, if the active index or refractive index, both are same, of water is 4/3 and that of glass is 3/2, find the refractive index of glass with respect to water. This is UW, W with respect to air. UG, that is refractive index of glass with respect to air, is 3/2. These two values is given. Refractive index of water is 4/3 and then glass is 3/2. What you need to find? Refractive index of glass with respect to water. In this form, we can also write glass with respect to air, and this is water with respect to air. Divide both the given value, we will get 9/8. AUG, how you will read out refractive index of glass with respect to air. And A nu W is refractive index of water with respect to air. That is given in the question, which is equals to 9/8. So these are some objective question. Again, there is some multiple choice question. Just go through these questions and the answers are given already. First go through the questions and then match your answers. Go through the topic carefully and try to understand the refractive index. It is the most important topic. Thank you everyone. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.